Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mimi Edutains, a perfect mix of education and entertainment. I'm your favorite host, Hamidat Ahmed Ishmael. I can't even remember what our last episode was about, but if my memory serves me right, I believe it was about International Women's Day. That was somewhere around March 8th. Yeah. So today we're just going to pretend like nobody ghosted anybody here. Nobody disappeared. And we're just going to, continue. Today's episode is just going to be a story time with me. To be very honest, I had things planned up. Like, it wasn't intentional. Me disappearing was not intentional. I'm not going to say anything, like go into details or anything. But trust me, it wasn't intentional at all. And I'm trying to stop this habit of always disappearing and, coming on to say, oh, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, as I said, it wasn't intentional. I feel like life happens, right? Let's just leave it as that. Life happens, nobody disappeared, and we continue. The next episode after the International Women's Day one was supposed to be one where I spilled the tea on what happened to me on the first day of Ramadan. For people who are new, because I noticed even without releasing episode, I noticed how people still showed up, like you all still listen to previous episodes, because I checked the analytics like 2 days ago and I'm like, okay, that's good. Thank you so much for everyone who still listened to the previous episode without me releasing new ones, right? So people who do not know me, I'm a Muslim, right? My name is Hamidat. I'm just gonna give you guys the updates on what really happened on the first day of Ramadan and some other storytelling and all. So yeah. Should we start with that normal thing? When I was young, our parents would be like, story, time. Once upon a time. Wait, what? Story, rather. Oh my god, how did I forget? Yeah, it's story. Once upon a time. There was this young lady who decided to fast in the year 2024. Let's just get into the story properly. Yeah. And the first day of Ramadan, I think I skipped sahur. Like, I didn't hear the Allah. Or did I eat? I can't remember quite well what happened, but I actually took notes to tell you guys that I really wanted to have this episode. I took notes on what really happened on the first day. I woke up late, meaning I remember eating sahur. So I ate sahur, I prayed, then I went back to bed because I had classes too that day. But I actually woke up very late. Like, I woke up late for classes. My body system was not used to, waking up earlier for sahur and everything. So I woke up late. Okay, fine. I actually took Uber to school that day. I don't even know how, but I had to use Uber because I was already late for my classes and everything. But that was not even a problem. At least the day was going not well, but we could still manage. And then when I got to my first class, I realized that I did not brush my teeth. What happened was, before I went back to bed, I had my bath, but I purposely did not brush my teeth because I was like, okay, before I go to school, I would actually brush, since I might not be like eating throughout the day, and I would probably be talking as much throughout the day. And I don't know if you guys know that when you don't eat or talk, it actually causes mouth odor. I heard it from someone. I don't know how true it is. Don't believe me right here. But yeah, so I planned that I was going to brush before leaving the house for school. But because I woke up late, I was rushing, I ordered my Uber, everything. I only realized after I got to my first class. I literally had to message my sister like, oh, when are you coming to school? Please, I need my toothbrush and toothpaste. Oh my god. It was so embarrassing because I couldn't talk. I had to be messaging my friends literally. Like, I couldn't talk and it was so embarrassing. Like, I'm like, I can't survive like this. And I was going to stay back in school and read that day. It was a whole lot. After 2 classes, my sister came to school. So throughout those classes, I wasn't even saying anything. I was just texting people and I'll be giving sign language. Like, sign language is like, no, I couldn't talk or hear them or something like that, right? But yeah, my sister came with the brush, everything. She came with brush and toothpaste. So I actually brushed and everything. But I remember meeting someone and the person was wondering why I was giving them sign language. Just for the person to laugh at me and tell me it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing to not brush your teeth? That one is foul. Like, I need you guys to even let me know in like anywhere. Maybe I'm gonna probably create like an open space on Spotify to like just feedback from this episode. Did you guys actually go out without brushing your teeth. Like, I'm talking about outing that you go, you meet people, not outing that, okay, I want to quickly go and buy something. Like, even if you I want to quickly buy something, you should at least brush your teeth. Like, tell me why you're not brushing your teeth. And I was like, this one that you're telling me is normal for you not to, like, for you to leave your house and not brush your teeth. I was so surprised, actually. But yeah, that one happened. I brushed my teeth. I was good. After reading and all, I missed my bus the first time. That one went by, right? And then I waited for the next bus. I still missed my bus. I was just hanging around because I didn't even have money to use for Uber again. I already used Uber, I already used Uber to school in the morning. So I didn't want to have to use Uber again. Fortunately, I got the bus and I got into the bus and everything. The next 2 buses that were available, right? And then while going through, I think I was reading the Quran in the bus. I was doing something Islamic, I was on one Muslim app, something related. I missed my bus stop. And at that point, I really wanted to use the washroom. Like, I could pee on myself at that point in time. So I had to use Uber from the bus stop to my house that day. It was so chaotic. It was so chaotic. That day, I spent how much on Uber? Now forgetting the fact, all the embarrassing moments I had. And I was like, God, not the first day of Ramadan. Why is it not starting off so good? But alhamdulillah, thank God, it actually went well. Fasting went well. It was good. I think I missed 8. Yeah, I'm just a girl. But yeah. That was all about fasting and everything. Then we were supposed to have a birthday episode, because I said that in one of my previous episodes. We're supposed to have our birthday episode 2.0, but I don't even know if I should say fortunately or unfortunately, but it's more of a fortunately. My mom came, she surprised my sister and I for her birthday and my birthday. So I was just too distracted. I was just too excited because I hadn't seen my mom in 6 years. So of course, I'm supposed to be excited now. I was even supposed to have an episode with her and just to try and catch up and have a good daughter to mother moment. But I feel maybe the whole excitement of her being around and us trying to go out and catch up, I just forgot, and I only remembered the day before she was leaving. I'm you know what? Some other time when we see again, we're gonna have that episode. So my mom coming around just messed up with me. Not in a bad way, but I couldn't have time to record stuff on my birthday. I didn't have time to record the birthday episode. I didn't have time to record other episodes, right? So that's what's messed up with me around March, April. And then April, exam period came, and I guess we were too occupied. I remember saying I must try to not say exams were the cause of me not recording stuff. But unfortunately, I'd have to say this. This semester was good. My grades were really nice compared to last semester. But as the grades were nice, the stress was a lot. I stressed so much this semester trying to catch up, because when my mom came, it wasn't planned. It was a surprise. But that week she was around, I actually had my whole week planned. I was I was going to read, I was going to do this. But of course, I hadn't seen my mom in a while. All my plans had to change. I barely even opened any book while my mom was around. To the extent that I actually missed one of my quiz. Thank God I still passed that course. Quiz was on my birthday and I missed the quiz because I totally forgot. It was not the quiz was ending 11:59 p.m. And then I remembered around 12 something a.m. and I just randomly shouted shit. My mom was Kilode, what happened? I'm oh my God, I missed my quiz. And she's Sarah Shane. I'm bro, the deadline had passed. The deadline was 11:59. I wish I got her reaction. She was quickly do it. There's still time. I'm the deadline was 11:59. But yeah, so I couldn't catch up with my schoolwork. So after she left, I had to start reading back to back because I was way behind. And I will not even lie, I attended classes while she was around though, but I did not listen in most of the classes because I was all about let me go back home and see my mom. Do you get that feeling? So I barely paid much attention in class while my mom was around. And the good thing about her being around, because she always came to she dropped me at school, she picked me up from school. It was giving that primary school vibe and I was all happy, all excited. The day she left, the next day that I had to use bus to school, I felt it in and out. Like, I felt it in and out. It was so painful. Like, I really missed her presence. And, the whole baby girl treatment and everything, right? So yeah, we're still going to have that birthday episode because I took notes on what I wanted the birthday to be about. I'm not going to say much on how my birthday went. I'll probably just share that in the birthday episode. It might be the next or the next two ones. I'm still gonna I want to have pre-recorded stuff down so that we don't have to have a reason to say that we didn't release any episode. So we're still gonna have the birthday episode, next episode or next two episodes, and we're gonna have very, very fun episodes to come. So you guys should actually turn on your notifications on any listening platform, any podcast listening platform you listen to this show, because we're not going back to, we're sorry that we disappeared. We're not going back to that. I really want to be on my A game this time around. I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but I'm really, really happy how without releasing any episode, people still continued. People still stayed tuned to the podcast show. I'm really happy. And also this summer, I'm looking forward to trying new places. I really want to go out and just try new places. That's if I have money, actually, because your girl has been having a lot of job hunting left, right. I've been looking for a very good job. But yeah, we'll get there. Maybe that might be another story time. I feel like that's all. Do I have anything again to catch up with you guys? I doubt. That'll be all for today's episode. I'm gonna have an open section kind of thing in on Spotify. So if you have anything to share with me, I feel like I asked some questions earlier. So if you have feedback or response to those questions, you can always reply or send stuff there. I might be sharing them on next episodes and all. Make sure you do. People that listen to my stuff on Spotify, leave 1 or 2 comments. Let me know what you think. Also, I look forward to having another question and answer session because I noticed how a few more people have followed the show, and I'm so glad. I'm so happy about that. So I really want to have a quick question and answer session in one of my episodes to come. So I'm gonna be creating some kind of question and answer poll thing on Instagram and also on Spotify description box. So make sure actually go check once in a while. I'm not sure when I'll be creating that, but the Spotify one is obviously going to be there. So please make sure you send me your questions. If you want to know more about me, for people who are new, please make sure you send in your questions and I'll be answering all of them in an episode to come. That'll be all for today's episode. Please make sure you follow us on all podcast listening platforms and make sure you turn on the notification. Stay tuned for our next episode. God bless you. Until our next chapter. Bye.